What's up, hustlers? Today we are outside of my store right here, man. I've had this store since 2020. And for you guys who really don't know me and wondering, like, well, why is this guy talking? He got business. Does he do things? What does he do? All of that kind of stuff. So this was my print shop. Now, I honestly and truthfully, I made money out of this print shop. However, I never got to use it to its full potential because unbeknownst to me, when I got this place, I would end up traveling 14 days a month, and I just couldn't figure out an infrastructure to do business when I was not here. Okay, so I didn't. I've made money just in the time. Like when I got blackballed, I came back here and I did 89K out of this place. But for the most part, I've given it to other entrepreneurs, and right now, my girlfriend is running the phlebotomy school out of here. The middle one, I have this one and this one. At one point, I had all three. I put the screen print equipment over there, and when I downsized, when I got blackballed to get myself skinny on my bills, and so the middle one was the classroom before, and once we had a leak, and so they just fixed the roof actually. So I had to, you know, set her up to do that in there, and so. Uh, we've gotten her business pretty much to the point where it's accepted by the state. They fund it. We're training students. We're getting students hired. And so if you are a phlebotomist out there who you want to take control, you want to, just set yourself up for something different than going to work, and you got that skill set and you may be watching this, or maybe you know somebody who's doing it, then you can send this to them and maybe we can start a business for them wherever they are. It won't hurt us. And we have an infrastructure that we know to be successful. We got students paying out of cash, paying cash. We got students that are getting funded by the state. We've approached other programs from who see what we're doing, and they've approached us with potential funding for potential students and stuff like that. We're setting up employment network. We're working on strengthening that up. We want to start something in employment. So we are actively doing things to the best of our ability. Right now, we're averaging, we're looking between 1 and 2 students a month, just getting used to the system. And now we want to flood it. We got a lot of people in the pipeline. We was hoping that we would have 5 students this month, but the pipeline, we figured out to be 6 weeks, but sometimes in their cases, it takes a little bit longer. People move or whatever the case is. So anyway, what I wanted to talk about today was a little bit of that, just to show y'all what's going on here. On my screen, printing is stored away. And I'm about to get started printing again. But what I actually wanted to talk to you guys about, I'll give you all a tour when I'm done, was the fact that the answers to getting to success is not in the culture, okay? You understand what I'm saying? It's not in the culture, okay? And I'm out here right now. I don't know if y'all can see my feet, right? But zoom in right now. I got my toes out and I'm just outside of the hood. I'm doing things that is not in hood protocol or protocol to where I come from, right? Now, my sticks is in the car, but I'm telling y'all, it's against our culture to be comfortable where we from. Now, I'm always comfortable. I feel like I'm good no matter where I go, right? I got good favor. We ain't on that, but we can be. I was stabbed in 2020, from fighting or whatever the case is. Just to give y'all some background on myself. Nonetheless, the answers is not in the culture. The things that we go through and we experience in the culture, unfortunately, the ones that we see being successful and showing the shiny things which we value, the answer is not there. They are the anomaly. If you aspire to be them, then go ahead. By all means, you can figure it out. But for the rest of us, the answer is not there. If you want something, you got to take action to build it. Okay? If you want something, you got to take action to build it. Listen, I went to church for the first time. I probably went to church 5 times, probably 10 times in the last 20 years. And 5 was probably funerals, and well, they was all probably funerals and special occasions. You know what I'm saying? And so I went to church today, and one of the things I said to you guys on this channel, I'm sure I said it somewhere, is that, listen, everybody can't go where you're going, but they may be welcome. Everybody can be welcome when they get there. And today, he talked about, I feel like this was the perfect day for me to go to church. If there was ever a day that Stan should go to church, it was today, okay? And what he talked about was the fact that, I think it was Matthew, right? Forgive me if I'm wrong. Maybe y'all can correct me. But basically, his message was, everybody in the valley can't go with you to the top of the mountain. I'm paraphrasing. Forgive me. Okay? And I've been saying that, and I've been saying that. He went to another analogy today that was about staying in your comfort zone. And Troy, who you guys have met, Johnny May, we were talking about this, and I feel like we as a core group, the 4 of us, the pillars, all went to church together today. And the message was everything we needed it to be. You got to do the work. You can't skip being an egg. You got to do the work. You got to become a caterpillar. You got to go through that cocoon stage before you can be a butterfly. Meaning we got to put the work in right now. And I promise you guys, I'm not a religious guy. I just told you. But I'm searching. Okay? Which is a big step for me. Just to be transparent with you guys. Because all I did was believe in myself, man. And a lot of you guys out there watching need permission to go out and do and be who you truly want to be. And if I could do what I did around a freaking t-shirt, have a store, do whatever I was able to do, and to still do around a t-shirt, you can do it with anything. I'm not special. I'm over here talking to a college basketball team. From the meeting that I had, we did a pop-up meeting at my crib. We had some entrepreneurs. They was getting on me because I turned it into class. Supposed to be a kickback. I'm gonna post the video where we met, broke some stuff down for. I'm gonna give it to y'all. It's pretty dope. I posted a clip on my Instagram. It's going pretty good. But what it comes down to, at the end of the day, I'm going back. I know I was going somewhere with that, but I'm just going back. The answers ain't in the culture, man. When I was able to travel the country, out the country, I was able to sit with the CEOs, and I wasn't talking about selling product. That was easy. I was in Honduras. We went to go see the factories in Honduras. They took like 9 influencers, and they were starting this new thing. They took us to Honduras, and the CEO at the time of a company named Sanmar, his name was Renton. And Renton gave me the best piece of advice. And at one point, I'm going to tell you what that piece of advice was, but at one point, he said, Stan, you smart. You getting in here with me, and this truck is bulletproof, and you've been riding with me every time. You smart. And I'm like, I don't give a fuck if this thing is bulletproof or not. I don't know what danger I'm in. I don't know we in a bulletproof. I'm in here with you because I don't need to be over there with them. I need to know what you know. I'm in the car with you because I need to know what you know. Biker gang showing up. I need to know what you know. I'm asking questions, and he gave me the best. I'm gonna wait till they go away. But he gave me the best advice and what I needed at the time. And this was seen. I'm gonna give you 2 parallels to what I seen and what he made me understand from this. As soon as these goddamn motorcycles get up out of here. So they're a distributor of a lot of products at a wholesale level. So they got house brands and they got brands like Gildan, right? Everybody know about Gildan. And Gildan's, they got their brands in there. They got their own house brands. And I was talking to him. I'm like, listen, what is it that y'all want from us with this program? Because it's not really making sense. What I can do for you guys is I can make people go from Gildan to your house brand. And he said, Stan, I don't care what they get. I just want them to get it from us. This ain't a brand war. What he was telling me was that I was playing the wrong game. I was playing the wrong game. I don't care what they get. I just want them to get it from us. And what that said to me was, oh, you fighting the big dogs over there. You fighting the big dogs. I don't know if it's just my phone went dark, but it's dark. I can't even see me no. Yeah, I just said, dang, why is my phone so dead? Or why did it go so dark? So I don't know where exactly I left off, but the phone died. So I had to go get my shorty phone. So she almost done. And I'm gonna give y'all a tour of in there. And then yeah, so anyway, so he gave me that piece of advice. And I look at what I seen when I got inside of like the distributor thing where I was doing all the marketing campaigns, was that we were fighting at the bottom level. This company versus this company. This company want me to sign exclusive. This company wants me to work with them. I'm staying neutral. Some people picking a side. I'm like, nah, I'm good. I can work with whoever I want to work with. I don't want to go exclusive, especially if y'all not paying. Are y'all paying to keep me exclusive? Right? I know y'all know how much value I bring. I did $1 million in sales and got my commission off of that $1 million. So I know there's value. I actually went to them saying, yo, I want my own product line. And they said, well, you have to sell a lot. I'm like, I'm selling a lot. I don't, what the hell? Just tell me what a lot is so I can figure that out. Because at my point, I'm doing $1 million in sales and I'm like, what the hell is going on here? Right? So they's like, well, we'll consider it if you go exclusive. I'm like, nah, I'm good. Like, I'm good. Anyway, so there was a parallel to that. I'm playing the wrong game. You got to understand what the company, what the person you're working with, what's their end game? What do they want to do? They want to sell? What is it that they want to do? But more than that, you should be trying to connect and get with entrepreneurs that are comfortable. It's against our culture to be comfortable. The culture, you're not allowed to be around and be comfortable. But money looks comfortable. Money wears a black t-shirt every day, in the blue jeans and in the same shoes every day. Money has them hustler principles with systems around them. I just talked to my cousin in the bar from my other cousin graduation. He like, I got a couple businesses, man. I can use some. I can kick you some couple grand to work. You know what I'm saying? We figure something out. And I'm like, well, what businesses you got? And I said, listen, one thing I learned from everything that I went through, everybody that I talked to, all of the knowledge that I learned, the first thing is you got to pick one thing to feed everything. One thing has to be successful. And then what I also realized is that as hustlers, when we have our attention focused in one direction, this thing dies. This thing dies. We glorify the hustle. We glorify the shine. But that's not what real money look like. And real money in our culture does look like that. But they are the anomaly. Our music artists, they are the anomaly. And that's not to say that if you aspire to be that, you can't be that. But you got to put the fucking work in. You ain't going to just wake up overnight. Some of these people we're comparing ourselves, had other talents that got them to where they needed to be that they spinning into our lane. And it's okay. But you just got to be willing to take the goddamn stairs. You understand what I'm saying? So let's get a quick tour real quick. I can't spin. I'm going to stop the camera and start it. And I'm going to give y'all a quick tour. And then we're going to be out of here. So let's get. There goes my baby. Ooh, girl, look at you. All right, y'all. She don't know that's really in there, but. So this is so I used to have my screen print shop. Well, first off, this was a storefront, a boutique. This was the gourmet t-shirt bar. And then all of this stuff was movable. I had a custom bar put together right there. It's on wheels, so I can move stuff around. But now we have turned it into this school right here. So she does phlebotomy. I'll be after my man right there. I forgot what they named him. They be sticking me up, get their sticks in, see all the phlebotomy stuff. So this is the phlebotomy school that she runs. We've graduated. How many students we had so far graduated?
This year or all together?
All together.
12.
12 total students graduated through here. Getting employed. This is dirty, but don't worry about it. This was the bar, heat pressing and stuff is going on in here. And then this side was the original boutique, which was the first school, but everything is just stored in here. We had bad leaks up here. They just fixed the roof, so I'm gonna be looking for a new concept to put in here as long as we stay here. So that's the store. That's my lady. And yeah, hope you guys enjoyed. You got to go outside of the culture to get the answers to the stuff that you need, man. The answers I have are outside of the culture. You know, I'm not trying to dress up and tell you guys that I've been here. I can calculate that I've driven and my work still drives, you know, at least $50 million in sales, okay? And different companies and all of that kind of stuff. And it may be closer to $100 million from the work that I did. And if I try hard, I could get an accurate number, but you know, I'm the real deal, right? And this is not scam culture. This is not any of that stuff that we suffer from the culture. I got these answers outside of the culture. And that's why I'm saying that the answers to success are not in the culture. Success that we can all achieve. We can all achieve it, but it's not what we are used to seeing in our culture. So keep following. Let me know if you got any questions.